Jen. So for this week's video, I'm going to be telling you a story that I have never told on the internet before. I share so much about my life with you guys, but there still are some stories and situations and things that have happened that I've never shared with you guys, and this story is one of them. I'm actually pretty nervous to share this story with you because it doesn't exactly make me look the best, but I really want to because the experience was absolutely unreal. Like, it literally felt like something out of a movie. It was so insane. Before we get started with the story, I am not going to say anyone's names who are involved in the story because I just want to respect their privacy, so hopefully you guys understand that, and hopefully the story is still easy to follow. But yeah, without further hesitation, let's just jump right into the story. So when I was younger, I went on a cruise ship with my mom and my boyfriend at the time. We were traveling first class because I get seasick sometimes, and if you guys don't know how a cruise ship works with classes, basically first class is in the middle of the boat, so it like rocks less, and the lower classes are on like the outside of the boats where it's more rocky from the current. So we decided to travel first class, and it was really, really nice. There's like a ton of perks of traveling first class, like the rooms were so much nicer, and you got to go to fancier dinners and things like that, so it was definitely a great experience. But at the time, I was feeling really, really unhappy with my relationship. The boy I was dating was really, really snobby and kind of arrogant to me, and he just didn't treat me right, but for some reason my mom really, really liked him, so I just kind of felt trapped in this relationship. So this is pretty deep and emotional for me to talk about, but this is a story time and I'm just being really, really honest and telling you guys everything. But one of the first nights I was on the boat, I was just feeling so unhappy, and I was just kind of standing over the edge of the boat, and I don't know, I was thinking about jumping. I was really, really upset. I was really unhappy, and I just didn't know what else to do. My life had gotten to this really, really low point. But then out of nowhere, this boy, not my boyfriend, some other boy came up and he was like, "What are you doing? Stop that. Get away from the edge." And I guess he kind of saved my life. He was really, really cute too, and we just started talking. Things really, really clicked with us immediately. I just like felt like this instant connection with him. But then while me and this boy were talking, my boyfriend actually came and caught us talking, and he was like, "What are you guys doing? Like, what's going on?" I really didn't want to tell my boyfriend that I was thinking about jumping, so instead I basically just told him that I was standing near the edge and I started to fall, but this boy caught me and saved my life. But anyway, back to this other boy. He was not staying first class, he was actually in the lowest class, and I wanted to do something nice to kind of reward him for saving my life, so I decided to invite him to dinner. Like I said, if you travel first class on a cruise ship, you get these fancier dinners that the lower classes just aren't invited to. So I invited him to come. It was kind of awkward though because the dinner was also with my boyfriend and my mom, and so it was just like a weird situation. Anyway, during the dinner, me and this boy just continued to like really, really, really hit it off, so much that he actually invited me to a party. So I decided to sneak off with this boy and just go to the party. I was like, why not? I really, really like him. We were really hitting it off. I'm sure it'll be a fun time. And I was right. The party was so much fun. I have never had that much fun in my entire life. And for the rest of the night, we just continued to mess around and just enjoy ourselves, and I just really, really felt like connected with this boy. I just didn't know what to do because I was already in a relationship, and not only was I in a relationship, but I was on a cruise ship with someone I was in a relationship with, and my heart was just in a different place with this new boy that I just met, which sounds crazy because like I said, I had just met him, but I don't know, it was just kind of one of those like love at first sight, like instant connection feelings I have never felt before in my entire life. Later in the night, we found this old car like in the bottom of the cruise ship, and things just started getting like really, really passionate. I don't know how it happened, but there was just so much chemistry in between us, and I cheated on my boyfriend. We started kissing and things got really, really like romantic and passionate. I feel so bad about it, but like I said, I just didn't know what to do. I just felt so trapped. But here's when things start to go so crazy. So I don't know if you guys saw this in the news or have heard about it before, but basically that night my cruise ship like hit something. I think it was an iceberg. I'm not really, really sure, but it didn't seem like a big deal because we're in such a big boat, and anything that you hit like didn't seem like it would be a big deal. I didn't even exactly realize how serious the situation was until I overheard some officers talking about it, but it was really, really serious, and things just started going crazy. There was like full pandemonium going on. There was people running everywhere. They literally started lowering evacuation boats into the water, and it was, I've never experienced anything like this in my entire life. It was so terrifying, and there weren't even enough evacuation boats. Luckily, my mom had gotten on an evacuation boat, and me and my boyfriend were together, and we were about to get on it too, but as I was looking around, I just did not know where the boy was. And honestly, he was the only person I was really concerned about. I told my boyfriend that I didn't know where he was, but my boyfriend just did not like this guy at all, and he didn't care. He was like, screw him, we need to get on this evacuation boat right now. But I was like, no, I'm not getting on this boat with you. Like, screw you. I didn't even like my boyfriend. I like this other boy so much more, and I'd rather die looking for this other boy than get on a stupid evacuation boat with my stupid boyfriend. So I left. I literally just left. I didn't care. I just started running around the ship looking for this boy. I just really, really needed to find him because honestly, I cared about him so much. So eventually I found him in the basement of the cruise ship, and at this point the ship was like really, really, really sinking. The water was rising to the ceiling of the basement. It was absolutely insane. As the water kept rising, we just kept rising with it to the ceiling of the basement, and it was so terrifying. I literally thought I was gonna die. It was literally a miracle that we made it out of there alive. We got out of the basement and we went back up to the top deck of the ship, but there was no evacuation boats left. At this point, the ship was like really, really, really sinking. Like, we were like sideways. It was unreal. We fell overboard into freezing, freezing, freezing cold water. Like the coldest water I've ever been in my entire life. There were so many people who also didn't make it onto evacuation boats, and they were all falling into the water too, and we were just all in this freezing cold water. There were people around me dying. It was so insane. Luckily, me and this boy found this piece of wood floating in the water, and we both grabbed it and kind of like laid the top halves of our bodies onto it. I really, really thought I was gonna die. There were no rescue teams, no evacuation boats, and I could feel myself slowly starting to fall asleep because the water was just so cold. Me and the boy actually ended up falling asleep, but I was awoken to a rescue team that came back. I tried to wake the boy up, but he wasn't answering, and I just started like shaking him and shaking him, but he just would not answer, and I can't believe he died of hypothermia, and I don't think I've ever been more mortified in my entire life. I just started instantly bawling, crying. I was so upset. I didn't believe it was real. I didn't want to leave him there, but I knew that I had to get on this evacuation boat if I wanted to live. I just grabbed his hands one last time, and I told him that I would never let go, and then I swam over to the evacuation boat and got on. I did end up making it home, and I did survive, obviously, because I'm sitting here talking to you guys and telling you guys the story. But yeah, that is pretty much it. It was just honestly one of the most insane experiences that I have ever gone through in my entire life. I really hope you guys appreciate me opening up and telling you guys this story. And if you do appreciate it, or if you liked this story, then please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And also leave a comment down below telling me whether or not you liked me retelling the plot of the Titanic. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next Saturday with another new video. Bye, guys.